Guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. So day 2 of the Elixir Golem actually gone into public, into the zeitgeist of Clash Royale. And this meta is definitely very strange, to say the least, right? We have like the Witch, who's OP and hits like a musketeer. We have the Wall Breakers, who are actually a viable 2 Elixir win condition. We have a bunch of double Witch decks, and we have Elixir Golem everywhere. Before we jump into this new kind of power combo, really the second best Elixir Golem deck, I think, second to the one that I shared in yesterday's video. That one's still rattling off many grand challenges. As a matter of fact, I just saw Yuso tweet this out. Elixir Golem came yesterday, and this is already my most hated deck in the game. Yeah, this is the deck that I shared yesterday. It's a lot of 12-win grand challenges being won with this one. But really quickly, I just wanted to share a couple tweets. Aside from the memes we see of the Elixir Golem, we're seeing a bunch of opinions, a variety of opinions out there. So again, kind of want to throw it to you guys, poll you guys, what do you think? If you've unlocked the Elixir Golem, what do you think of him? I personally still stand by my opinion that he's really strong. Those blobs, those sentient blobs do a lot of blob damage. A lot of blob damage, you know, like get that thing to the tower. It's even worse than the golem in terms of all that death damage. Anyway, we have Spectre here, says level 8 Elixir Golem OP, rattling off grand challenge wins. We also have Midfinger, who raises an interesting question. We're actually going to start with a Golem versus Elixir Golem replay in a 12-win grand challenge, a 12-0 grand challenge by Elixir. But Midfinger says, so with Elixir Golem, is the regular Golem dead, right? That's a pretty good question in my opinion, right? I mean, I don't think regular Golem is dead, right? I think there's going to be decent use rates for regular Golem. People have already leveled it up. But all things being equal, what would you guys draft? Serious question. If you were in a draft and you could choose from Elixir Golem or from Golem, or if I could give you a max Elixir Golem or a Golem to build your deck around, which would you prefer? I think I would go with Elixir Golem now. Again, maybe I'm crazy, but I think I would go Elixir Golem. Jesus says, Elixir Golem, is broken, WTF. Every game I play with it, I 3 crown. And then Surgical Goblin, just to give a little bit of a variation in opinion here, says, pro tip, never draft the Elixir Golem. If your opponent gave it to you, don't use it. Now, I haven't talked to Surgical Goblin. He could be meaning specifically about draft because it's not the greatest card in a deck that you can't pre-construct around it. I think that's what kind of a lot of people have the opinion that the card's not that good because they only play it in draft when they're trying to unlock it. And in draft, again, you have to be very careful with that card. But I'll have to touch base with Surge. Maybe he thinks that the card is just no good too. Really just need some clarification on this tweet, but I did notice it. Wanted to kind of, you know, run it by you guys and see what you think. Anyway, on to the main video here. I'm gonna go ahead and Elixir, this is like his 3rd or 4th time on the channel here. He's one of those guys who unlocks a new card and then basically dominates with it, right? Congratulations on 300k challenge cards won. But he's one of the guys who early unlocks cards. I said I was gonna start with this one here. All right, so starting out with this first one here. Now we can get to the match against Joker. Now, the interesting thing about his deck is he's running a Golem triple spell. He has Log, Zap, and Lightning. We're starting to see way more Lightning added to the game now to combat Witch, which I think it's safe to say is maybe they overdid it a little bit on Witch. Is that going too far out on a limb? I don't think so, right? Witch is freaking OP. Good God. I think that she hits like a musketeer. She has the skeletons. She has that little splash damage as well. She's really, really strong right now, guys. And just the protection of the skeletons, sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it does. Either way, I think this rework was just a low-key or not low-key buff to the Witch. What do you guys think? Anyway, look at this first push here. The problem with the opponent having the Lightning in there to combat the Witch is great. He has a good response to our Witch. Downside is this. He has no response to our Barbarians, and that's the beauty of Barbarians inside this deck, right? I mean, what is he going to do? He only has the Baby Dragon. That's it for the Barbarians. But you need more than just the Baby D, especially if we have some support with a Mega Minion or the Baby Dragon is out of hand, and he doesn't want to use, 8 Elixir to use a Baby Dragon and Zap and Log all against my Barbarians, right? So it's definitely a tricky matchup for the opponent, Joker, here. By the way, speaking of Joker, have you guys seen any of you guys seen the Joker movie? I have not. Usually I'm not like super into superhero movies. I know I'm like the only person in the world, but I heard this one was really good, so I might give it a try. Anyway, let me know if you've seen it. Let me know if you suggest it. Going back to the match here, we can see Elixir Golem versus Golem. They're going to kind of push past each other there, but again, I mean, Lightning's in hand, and kind of 1 elixir away from the opponent, but they don't even have time to use it there. And meanwhile, we get our Elixir Golem and all those freaking blobs to the tower there. Look at all those blobs. Just doing blob damage, just doing blob stuff over there. And look at the elixir here, guys. We gave them 4 elixir, but still, I mean, the elixir's pretty even. I mean, they have more elixir on the table than we do right now, on the arena, that is. But we're going to set up with the, now in double elixir time, we can really have we're the luxury right now. We can set up with the defensive furnace. This is going to be a nice lightning value for the opponent. Probably going to take it right now. But still, you know, we poison these support troops. We're going to be able to defend. Okay, maybe we're not going to be able to defend that well. I was like, we're going to be able to defend this easily as the tower falls down. Not really, though. It's going to be low. Thanks to that fisherman, it goes down to 9-12, but we still have the whole 1 tower advantage and some extra damage onto the opponent's weak side or only remaining princess tower. So now this is the smart defense here, right? What can the opponent do? We can pull that golem. We can place down the barbarians. We can place the witch down if we want to. I think they're going to lightning here. And sure, they lightning, nice separation there on the witch. Just be careful if your opponent does have lightning or really any big spell when you're playing this deck. It's just be aware that they're probably, look at this. Time goes down, but that tower would have been absolutely annihilated by the Elixir Golem in the pocket comboed with the graveyard. That's difficult to stop, and it only costs 8 elixir, right? That's cheap for a golem, essentially, HP value and the graveyard in the pocket. I mean, that's very difficult to stop. And that's where this deck can really shine. Let's go and share the 12 win. I'm going to play this deck in the arena, but my Elixir Golem's only like level 6, I think, right now. I just unlocked it and then I stopped playing just because I wanted to keep recording content for you guys. So here we go. It's going to be against the Sparkie. So this is, okay, so I said this is the second favorite, the second strongest, in my opinion, Elixir Golem deck in the game. I think the one that we're playing against here is probably tied for second or third, maybe 2A, 2B. The Sparkie Elixir Golem deck. So early on, again, this is day 2 since the Elixir Golem has been introduced to the game. But these are the 3 decks that I'm seeing win the most grand challenges, highest win percentages overall. And this deck has Poison, also has Sparkie, obviously. So it's not going to be as easy as a matchup as the last one. So here we go. We have Witch there engaging against that Baby D, and then the Sparkie is loaded. The thing about Sparkie now, I think that Sparkie's a little bit underrated. I think that more people ought to give Sparkie a try because all the Witch going around, cards like Bowler, cards like Sparkie, do really well against skeleton spawners, any spawners, right? Because you can essentially just sit that Sparkie there on defense and allow her to do some work. She does take one, or excuse me, our Elixir Golem does take 1 Sparkie blast there, so that push is not going to really result in much damage. I mean, the blobs still get to the tower because that's what blobs do. They get an incredible amount of damage, and just like, I mean, look at that. That was very well defended. What else could the opponent have done there? But still, we're able to defend. Now we're going to go ahead and we see, he's playing speaking of level 8 or under level Elixir Golem, the opponent's playing a level 8 as well here in the 12th win of this GC, or the 12th attempt inside this GC. So we're going to use the Witch here on defense. We take a ton of damage. Again, when you get these blobs to the tower, it's just so much damage. And we give the opponent 4 elixir back, but look, we have 7 elixir of our own. We're going to go in with that graveyard there, hoping those skeletons can spawn before to get these Sparkie's attention, before those barbarians do, but unfortunately that was not the case. That would have easily been towered down had that Sparkie locked onto the skeletons and not the barbarians, but still, check it out, towered down anyway thanks to that Mega Minion, and Mega Minion actually lives on to help assist against that Sparkie on the opposite side of the arena, so very fortunate sequence there, but you're seeing towers drop faster than they ever have in the history of Clash Royale inside these matches, just again because of the sheer power, in my opinion, of the Elixir Golem. I'm curious if you guys disagree with me, if you think I'm overreacting to the Elixir Golem, the 3 elixir rare card who does tons of guaranteed damage and albeit giving 4 elixir back to the opponent. Am I crazy in saying that he is borderline broken? And again, I mean, I'm willing to hear your counter arguments to me, but to me, this card is as OP as, do I want to say Royal Recruits? Do I want to say Night Witch? I don't know, but it's in the conversation of Royal Ghost, Royal Recruits, Night Witch, Elixir Golem, you know, upon release. At least in my opinion, those are the strongest cards we've had. And this, especially as a rare card, man, is this messed up? And there it is, same GG, right? 2 Elixir Golems, Graveyard, Witch, oh my. That's insane, and that was the 12 win, guys. Again, when you get one tower down with this deck, goodbye, rip your opponent. That's really, really difficult to defend against. But yeah, what was I saying there? I don't know, something about the strength of the card overall. Now, this matchup is interesting. The opponent here has Mega Knight in Wall Breakers. I've seen this deck a lot, too. Let's see if they're a 20-game winner. No, only a 12-game. I'm not going to show it. We could do Expo if he's a 20-game winner. I just want to make sure, only a 10-game. So I want to make sure the caliber of the opponent is high. And there's a bowler deck here. Let's watch this one, because bowler, I think, again, is low-key going to be a bit better. Same reason we were talking about Sparkie being a bit better. So going against Dark here. So again, just starting out, Furnace. I mean, all the usual rules apply to this deck as they would a normal graveyard deck. By the way, guys, 2 quick side notes having nothing to do with this video at all, because that's what I like to do in the third replays. I think I want to start a new a new segment of my videos. The idea, just like kind of tearing down the fourth wall, is I want to give everybody a reason to watch my videos, even if they don't like the deck or archetype. I know a lot of you guys do too, and I really appreciate that. But I want to like start having segments in my videos, right? So like a hot deck of the week or whatever. And I think I want to give like kind of shout outs to my viewers who have achieved something for the first time or who started a new clan. Just a really like quick shout out like after the first match of every video or something like that. Like again, 5-10 second, that's it. If you guys think that's a good idea, or if you want to be a part of that, just kind of give it a test run, just tweet me and just say I'm blah, 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 this is my achievement, or whatever you want to say, at CWA if you guys have Twitter. If it's popular, if you guys like it, I'll continue it, and I'll set up like a special email or something. That way, if you guys don't have Twitter, we can kind of accommodate everybody. So that was thing number 1. Thing number 2 is, oh, thank you for all the birthday wishes, guys. You guys were incredible in yesterday's video comments and on Twitter and social media and Instagram and all that other stuff. I responded to as many people as I could, but it was awesome, guys. I felt the love, honestly. So thank you. Anyway, back to the match. It's a Miner, Giant, Bowler, Night Witch. Interesting. Plenty of splash damage again, though. It's a weird Giant Miner beatdown deck, but utilizing the Night Witch, it's almost like it almost has a little bit of a feel of Giant Beatdown triple spell, Giant Miner, mixed with a little bit of Splash Yard, with that bowler in that baby dragon in there. But it actually does well in this meta, I think, right? Especially bowler against wall breakers too is pretty good, right? So you think about bowler, I do think that he's going to be viable this meta. Another card you might want to try out in your decks, especially if you're like Yuso and you find this meta frustrating. So here we go. It's going to be Furnace setting up here, helping out against those bats. Actually, don't need help. The witch has it on lockdown. And speaking of which, man, if you get her to the tower, goodbye tower. She essentially 2 or 3 hits that left tower, and there it is. I mean, again, against, geez, just making it look so easy here. Good God. I'm going to go ahead and try with an under-leveled Elixir Golem. We'll see what happens anyway. We'll see what we can do inside the arena. So, he's level 7. I said level 6, level 7. Let's see how we do. It's early season, right? All right, here we go against Richard 987. Graveyard, Witch, Snowball, Elixir, Golem are our cards. So we're just going to chill for a minute. He does Rascals, so we'll play Witch, same lane. Elixir Golem is not really a card that I've noticed anybody using in the back, so just kind of something to note for you guys. Okay. So usually when they have Rascals, not many Rascal decks have a, just kind of something to notice. Not many Rascal decks have, oh, Barbarian Barrel, wow, have a big spell. So it should actually be a pretty good matchup for us. We'll see though. Important not to play too aggressive with this deck. You have like a lot of cheap weapons because of the Elixir Golem. It makes it feel like you can be super, super aggressive, but always better to be somewhat passive, you know? Like in this situation, I'm just going to snowball here, even though it might end up costing me. Let's see. Yep, it's going to cost me a hit, so maybe snowball wasn't a good play, but it's okay. He doesn't have a big spell, so I'm going to take a chance here and play Elixir Golem. See what he has. Bar Barrel, we know that. We know he has bats. And keep the witch alive. We can't. That sucked. So nice job with the bats and the bar barrel there, taking out my entire push. I get a little bit of damage, but still even more damage thanks to the thanks to just the fire spirits in the other lane. I'm gonna give him that tower actually, guys. I feel like still enough time left, but I'd rather like take back some of the advantage that I gave him. He doesn't have a big spell, so, and he seems to be putting a lot of pressure on my king tower, so I can just play a witch opposite lane here, and that's fine. I feel like in double elixir time I can really, really punish here. So what I want to do is split barbs, go elixir golem here, graveyard here. Okay, okay. Snowball on those bats. Wasn't able to get much damage, not as much as I wanted to. A little bit on the tower there. 31 seconds left though. Not looking that great, right? Gonna go witch here and Elixir Golem again. He might be back to, let's see. I just need to, okay. So we're gonna see what he does here. Looks like he's happy to go in for the 3 crown. I'm just gonna respond with barbarians in that lane. I'm giving him a lot of elixir though, gotta keep that in mind. He bar barrels, so okay, all of a sudden I feel like I'm in the driver's seat again in this matchup. Thank God I got that tower down though. I have a witch on the king tower there. I don't know if he's going for a 3 crown or what. I want to get back to my barbarians again. He doesn't have a big spell, so I have a nice matchup here. Okay, here he goes. Gonna go with this here, and pull with furnace. He knows that witch is my best counter, so obviously he did a smart thing, and he tried to apply some serious pressure onto me. But I'm just gonna go in with, okay, that was a bad Elixir Golem. Allowed him to pay for that Inferno Tower and more. But let's see what we can do here. If I can get a good push off, he doesn't have an incredible response. So here we go. We're going to go Barbarians right here, and I'm going to play around. And again, I'm just going to Snowball. He has Snowball too. He's probably going to use it. Nope, he doesn't. Okay, there it is. All right, here it goes. I'm going to go with... going to try for actually... Get the Inferno Tower there. And let's see. Poison down on this. I think this is going to be GG here. Yep. All right, so not too bad there. It's difficult with the under-leveled Elixir Golem. I would advise you guys, if you want to give this deck a try, sure. If you don't mind tilting and you have an under-level Elixir Golem, use it in ladder. Otherwise, give it a try in the global tournament. Again, be patient with it, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. A reminder, send me that information if you want to. Check out Alishi's Twitter information, his player stats and profile, thanks to statsroyale.com. That will be in the show notes below. And a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, take care, guys.